That's Jim Caldwell in response to the injury report having an update on DeAndre Levy, which was from a quad injury. It added a knee to the quad. How would you add an injury when a player hasn't practiced or played? Don't know. Maybe he fell down the stairs. The issues with Levy are wide-ranging. Nobody can figure out where he got hurt in that Indy game. Nobody can figure out when he's at the facility or not. Nobody can figure out a timetable. Part of that, or most of that, is the Lions doing. But the other issue is today, our very own Will Birchfield penned a piece with reliable sources that CBS is comfortable with, and flat out just said, look, he's gotten cleared to play by a doctor or some doctors and not cleared by others, and he's not going to play until he's 100% across the board. Jim Caldwell naturally called that report inaccurate, did not go into details, did not claim it is 100% false, would not comment on when Levy's going to return, except with kind of a flat maybe, or we hope. It adds up to a guy that isn't going to be here this year. And frankly, when a guy plays twice in 2 years, that player is generally released. So I think you see where this is headed. They signed him to a massive deal. He's been on the field twice for you. And if he doesn't return this year, it will be 2 out of a potential 32 football games he will have appeared in. You be the judge. 248-539-9797. Ticket text, am I the only one that wishes the media would ask Caldwell the same question over and over just to annoy him like he annoys me with his attitude? That's from Chris. Is it fair that the Giants are on the verge of benching Odell Beckham Jr.? Yes, and I've advocated at the end of the year, if his behavior isn't markedly better, they should trade him. I stand by that. Levy is a smart dude, got paid, got hurt, will collect money, and he can wait until he gets an answer from all doctors to say he's healthy. Our team sucks, and you refuse to give player updates. Where do I sign up for 2017 season tickets? These doctors aren't working on anything. Who's he kidding? There's a bigger issue with Levy, and we know it's not good because when it comes to the Lions, it's never good. That's from Mark. Levy's not wrong for looking out for himself, but it is part of the reason this organization is and always will be losers. You have to be willing to sacrifice yourself in a team game. The audio was more exciting than Trump versus Hillary. How is it damning, Rieger? Everyone knows the team doctors will clear him whether he's healthy or not. Mike is right. It's not the CIA. It's ridiculous how Caldwell answers questions. It's a slap in the face to all of us. That's from Kyle. DeAndre Levy's open letter he wrote a while back on player safety tells the story. He doesn't want to play that much, and he isn't interested in toughing it out for the sake of the team. Let me just add this. I have no problem with that, guys.
But then retire.
Okay, that's fine. But if you have the chance to take advantage of your contract, take advantage of the Lions, take advantage of the situation to better your family, I'm not sitting here telling you I wouldn't attempt to do the same thing.
Yeah, but you're doing it dishonestly.
Okay, well, you know what? This game does things dishonestly to players.
Without
this game sends players into the battlefield, so to speak, knowing they're not healthy. I believe that. This team for years lied to players about their own mortality, lied to players about their own health. Even right now, you have team doctors getting final say on concussion protocol. It's outrageous to me. We all saw Cam Newton on opening night. If the teams and the league are allowed to be dishonest and disingenuous to their labor, and that's what players are, their labor, then you know what? Don't get butthurt when the labor gets you back. I'm not mad at Levy. I'm not telling you have, listen, not liking it, but understanding it is different than just, angry face. I get what you're saying. There's no issue with
no, and I feel
I get if a fan's pissed. I just can't do it.
I think a fan should be
I
pissed.
just can't do it for you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the people. Oliver is going to start out the program today. What's going on there, Oliver?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's on your mind?
I wanted to comment on DeAndre Levy.
Okay.
I think that not only is he done for the season, but I think he is done forever. Ever since that article came out last season about his opinion on head injuries and the toll that football takes on your body, I know that he's been injured, and it's been combination with that as well. David brought that up to me. He had that really bad hip injury all of last season. But I think he looks pedestrian on the field. It's the combination of injury and apathy. and sort of the Calvin effect, not practicing. I think that takes a toll on your performance. Why do you think he dropped, 9, 10 passes?
Well, Oliver, here's the other thing.
Season?
Think about this, Oliver. The player has a social media presence, and the player has a presence in the Freep, right? Writing his player's kind of journal, player blog, right?
Every Sunday.
If people were saying these things about me, that I didn't care or I didn't want to play, or that, basically Rieger's saying he's stealing a paycheck, why wouldn't DeAndre Levy, through one of his outlets, simply go, this is 100% false. I want to get back as fast as possible. I don't know when I'll be back, but I will be back this year or next, I guarantee it. Now, see, that would put an end to all of it, unless, of course, these reports are true.
Well, I think you just hit the nail on the head there, Mike. I think that the reports are true. I don't think they're. I don't think there's. It's hard to deny it. It just is.
No, and
you look at his play on the field, combination with all these new reports coming out.
Yeah, his play on the field in week 1 wasn't all that bad, from what I remember too. But I mean, does it make you angry, Oliver? I'm just curious. Does it make you angry, or is it like whatever?
Yeah, but Oliver, you know what? In fairness, the dude didn't really play last year, so the idea of going out there and just being Billy Badass, I'm not sure if that's doable. But no, Oliver, I get what you're saying. And maybe after injury 1, he's never going to be the same guy. The idea is there are multiple ways to put this to bed. There really are. Now, I get it. You don't want to dignify every rumor. That's cool. But, man, the team could do this right. He could do it right. I don't know. Hatchet, what's up?
No, that's what gets me, and it has me leaning more towards Sully's side about how Levy doesn't care. Because when Caldwell answers the question and says, well, we'll see, well, that tells me it's a Levy decision.
Yep.
Levy has to make this decision, and maybe he just doesn't care. He doesn't want to come back, just collect that check.
Yeah, and you know what else it lends itself to? I mean, hey, their injury policy doesn't help them here. But, David, it sure would suggest that if you're going to see the guy, it won't be this year. Do they beg and plead in the offseason? I mean, would they be pathetic enough to do it? I mean, think about this. You've pretty much got 4 players worth a damn on the entire roster. Stafford, Ansah, Levy, Slay. There's your 4. If you lose one of those 4, look at that roster. Tell me that's not damn near an expansion team. So, yeah, I mean, could they beg and plead? Maybe he comes back and we're doing the same routine again. Maybe. But I this is where I want the fans to comment. Let me go.
They're going to make me on to weed.
Thank you, Darius. We appreciate your commentary.
The other thing, too, Mike,
balanced
though,
as always.
And listen, Jim Caldwell is supposed to be this leader of men, right? And I think we all realize that he's probably lost the room, maybe last year, maybe even the season before that. However, you got allegedly, potentially, a healthy guy that's refusing to play for his team or for his coach when they all need you. You're right. The league has screwed over many people, but this is a case-by-case deal.
Okay,
That's what angers me.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The team could react. If this were really going on and this is the case.
What are they going to say, though? They're not going to throw him under the bus.
No, here's what you do.
Yeah.
You release him. And then it becomes a PR battle. What's DeAndre Levy going to do? Say he wanted to play, but they wouldn't let him? We know that's not true. What are the Lions going to do? They'll defend themselves. DeAndre, we couldn't get him on the field. We would love to have had him, but we were told he wasn't interested. They can do whatever they want to do.
Did you consider him 2 years ago, before the hip injury? Did you consider him
one of the
top
10 best linebackers
15?
in football?
Okay, you did. So now that means, if this is true, okay, and he's just going to walk away after this season and we'll never see him again, and he might be 100% healthy, that's now Barry, Kelvin, and him.
Right, but understand that Bob Quinn can't own the Lions' past. He wasn't. Bob Quinn's got to do what's right for this team, and I'm making a point to you that if you want me to believe, ultimately, where this is where you get into the language of the contract too. And DeAndre Levy's agent wasn't interested in speaking with us today, so we really couldn't ask any of those pertinent questions, nor would he be willing to give the answers if we were. But bottom line Riggs, a winning organization, I don't think they're going to put up with it. I don't think they would do it. I think the Lions are desperate enough to just hope the dude changes his mind. I'm agreeing with you. I mean, it's your idea. It's your opinion. It's your theory. And all the momentum's going your way. I'm not arguing. I
don't want to be right.
I'm trying to. Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to find ways to not believe you. And I just can't do it. 248-539-9797.